Well, hello.
Hello, Kazaroo.
Hello, Monkey Boo. How are you? Hey,
I'm
gal.
fabulous. Hey, gal. Me, I am absolutely fabulous today.
And why are you fabulous today, may I ask? What's so special about today, Ma?
Oh.
Is there something you want to share?
Yeah, I'm going to wait a couple minutes to share my new baby's picture.
You got a new baby?
I got a new
Ma, I didn't
baby.
know you were pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, my God.
I even sent it to Iconic and I said, I bet you're jealous. Look at my new baby.
Well, we've got one that's talking in chat, which is Gail, but we've got 8 in the bushes. Woo.
Oh, they might be my new fans.
You never know.
How are you, Gail?
Well, we've got you guys are on a Friday and I'm on a Saturday, and we've got some unprecedented, extreme, life-threatening weather coming my way.
Yeah, she's trying to borrow my pink flamingo raft
I know I'm going to need it. I think.
inside
Batten
joke,
down the hatches. Batten down the hatches, my hearties.
right? Look at people are being shy today.
I know. Why?
Do you want to pull up that arrangement thing real quick, Kaz, and we can take care of that? And then if anyone, if it's just Gail, you and I, then it's just Gail, you and I. You know I like small crowds.
Yep. Uh, Hey, Nana. Nana's
It's
in the
okay. It's okay, Gail.
house.
We'll wait a couple minutes.
Yeah, everybody must be in the pub. We call them pubs. Okay. On the screen, you will see the confirmation from the florist for Juliss's arrangement. On the left, it states
Yes.
that it's going to the. Hey, Magenta.
The Jalissa flower arrangement has come to a stop. We're not collecting any more funds for it. It is sent and it is completed. Hello, Magenta. So go ahead, Kaz.
Yeah,
This
so
is
it's
just
going.
confirmation, guys, in case you didn't see it on the community post or Discord that we collected. I think we were like $3 shy leftovers. We got the biggest arrangement, guys. Like
It's huge.
it was like just over $100
Yeah. So
and
it's going.
20% off with a promo code.
Yeah, really good. It's going to the worship centre on Manning Avenue at Fowler, and that's where Juliss's funeral service is being held. And
Kaz,
yes, what?
can you take that off the screen? Oh my god. I can't believe you gave the florist his personal phone number out. What the hell is wrong with you, lady?
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. I
God,
didn't,
I love you. Hey, Nana. Hey,
I didn't see
Modine.
that.
It's
I didn't think that
Kaz.
was
You
on.
know that everyone has it. I don't.
I
I'm an
thought I
open.
cropped it.
No, you know that I'm an open book. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just doxed her.
Yes, Nana. We were just showing that the arrangement has been sent out, and They confirmed the email. We asked to replace the roses for red for Jalissa, and I'm going to call the flower shop tomorrow. And of course, I'm going to ask if about the angel again. If not, find an artist local that can get it done before within 6 days, and I'm sure they can. It's just a name,
Yeah.
and see if they can send a picture of the arrangement after it's completed. But let me show you guys something real quick. I got to show you guys my new baby.
Yeah.
Nana's already seen it, but let me show you guys before we get into these horrible stories. Oh my god.
That's my new Bubba.
This is my look at her little paw. That's my
Yeah,
cat.
that's a little Bubba.
I pick her up tomorrow. She's an hour and a half north of me. She's in Bangor. That's a favorite, Mo. It's my new little baby. Look how cute she is. A little Sadie face. I'm so excited. Oh, look at that. I mean, do you see her little paws though? Like look at her little surgery because she's fixed. She's a Marshall ferret. You can't see her little tattoos, but she's got little tattoos in her ears. She's fixed. She's descented. She has her first set of shots. But look at that little foot. Oh God, look at her. It's like a baby sloth. Oh, she's so cute. Guys, listen. I really wanted a kangaroo, but Cat
Oh, here we go.
one for me, obviously. So I had to settle for the next cutest little face, and I got a ferret.
Now, she hasn't thought of a name yet, though, have you, darling?
I wish I was as cute as that little ferret. She's not even 3 months old yet. And no, I don't have a name for her yet. I'm thinking about Ichibon, Ichibon, 2 words, but I have to see her little face and her little personality. Because actually, there's 4 others. I just chose her from a picture, but I am gonna go, just see her personality. And there's 2 others that are actually really cute. So we'll see
Oh,
if she likes me.
Mo said the foot will kill you while you're asleep, Mo.
Did you see her little pink feet? Oh my God, she's so cute. I'm gonna put her in a little tutu. I got this little bag that my little Chihuahua monkey never wanted to be in, but I bet you she's gonna love it. Oh, I can't wait. God, I hope my cat doesn't eat her. I'm only kidding. All right. Hey Jennifer, isn't she cute? I can't wait to pick her up tomorrow. I know I sound like a big kid.
What do you mean, sound like you are? Oh my God, the rains
I've
have
been
started.
yeah, I drove Kaz nuts like every day. I would be joking around and I'm saying, I want my effing ferret. I want to get my ferret. Cat eyes, did you see the baby? Oh, let me go find the baby real quick and show cat eyes, then we'll get into it. So who are we discussing first, Miss Kazaroo?
We are discussing Crystal Rogers. Now, this.
But let me show one sec. Yeah, Crystal Rogers. I cannot believe 2015. It's been since she's been gone.
Mm, 7
Two.
years, 3 months, and 15 days to be precise.
Oh my God. When I look at her, when I look at this, Shredder, look at my new baby. Shredder, look at my little girl. I can't wait to see her tomorrow.
Nana said she wanted a monkey when she was little.
Spider Monkey Nana. Shredder, will you be my little girl's godmama? Well, I know that if anything happens, Shredder would take care of the baby.
Shut the front door, Shredder.
Look at my little girl. I pick her up tomorrow, Shredder. She's already paid for, and she's at the pet store with a little ribbon that says I'm waiting for my mom to pick me up. Okay, let me get. I'll show you guys tomorrow. Next time I go live, I will put her on camera. Okay, let's go. Okay, Crystal Rogers. We're going to just kind of, Kaz was going to get into the timeline a little bit,
Yes.
and then we're going to go through the last 3 days. That was the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th of this month, this year, that the FBI is back at the farm. All right, go
All
ahead,
right.
babes.
All right. So for those who either don't know about Crystal, but she disappeared on July 3rd, 2005, 2015 from Bardstown, Kentucky. And she was living with a boyfriend, Brooks. I don't know how I'm going to pronounce this. Hook? Oh,
Share the screen, baby.
oh, you
They like
English.
to see. I know, Shredder. Don't worry, you're going to be her godmom, and no one's taken Aurora's place on the channel.
No, Aurora will
Aurora
always.
is our icon. I still
Yes.
have to add her little wing shredder. I haven't. I'm so busy, but I do need to give Aurora her little wings,
Yeah.
and I
So,
will. But she's never gonna. She's always gonna be the channel mascot, Aurora.
absolutely. Yeah. So, just a little bit of a background. She was living with a boyfriend, Brooks, and their 2-year-old son and her other children. Brooke was the last person to know to have seen her. She was on the phone playing games at their home when he supposedly went to bed, and she was gone the next morning when he woke up, and the car was not in the driveway. Now, that alone is suspicious. A family um, couldn't find her, and then on the 5th of July, her car, 5th of July 2007, her Chevrolet was found parked with a flat tire by mile marker 14 in the Bluegrass Parkway, and the keys were still in the ignition, and a purse, cell phone were also found inside. And that was when she was officially reported as a missing person by her mum, Sherry. Now, the
Crazy.
Ballard, the Ballard family were always very vocal about the suspicion of Brooks, and they had valid um, justification for doing that because they thought he had some involvement in Crystal's disappearance. In the interview that Crystal's sister said, Brooks never offered once to go help search or to do anything for the family. Very suspicious. And then on July 8th of 2015, Brooks was brought in by the Nelson County Sheriff's Office for questioning. And the Bardstown police officer called mid-interview and told him not to speak to the police. Brooks' brother, called into the Bardstown police and told his brother to stop talking to the police. Why?
Right?
Why? And then the next day, Nick, Brooks' brother, called to testify in front of the grand jury, which led police to suspect he also had involvement in the disappearance. And at this point, it was when Nick stopped cooperating with the sheriff's office. So that's a bit suspicious as well. Then we move along.
Very suspicious.
Yeah.
But don't get into the FBI part.
No, I'm not going to. Then
Oh,
on the morning of November 19th, 2016, 16 months after Crystal disappeared, her 54-year-old father, Tommy Ballard, was shot to death. He'd been
what?
hunting on, yeah,
Tommy Ballo? Ball what?
no, Ballard,
Ballard.
Ballard, Ballard.
Ballard.
Yeah, it's my
I
accent,
never
darling.
knew that.
Yeah,
I have
he
to
was
look at
shot.
that now.
Yeah, he was shot to death. He'd been hunting on his private property with his 12-year-old grandson and Crystal's eldest son, and he'd been shot once in the chest. The police cleared the grandson of foul play, and it was also ruled out. Suicide was ruled out as Tommy's gun, Crystal's dad, was never fired. So his death was classified as a homicide as well. So that poor family has gone through the ringer as far as that's concerned. So I'll just leave it as that because the rest of it, the police also investigated the farm. I don't that the brothers. Um,
Yeah, they did an initial search there, but we're gonna get
yes,
into all that
but
on the
yeah,
FBI. Yeah,
we're going to pull the rest up in this next
yeah,
article that
videos
Mars
from
got.
actually the last 3 days. But I
Yeah,
gave you a link in private chat if you want to pull that up real quick on Ballard.
I will do that. I'm
Let's
loading
see
it
what
as we
this
speak.
is. I never knew that.
Her dad was
Wait,
killed.
Nana says, "Hang, I know I'm really hyper tonight, guys. I'm really excited about my new baby. I've been following this since the show about it. She was friends with Caslin. Really interesting. You mean Caslin from the community, Nana? Huh?
All right,
Look
so
how
this.
tiny those words are.
All right. All right, this is about Crystal's dad. Police investigated shooting death of Tommy Ballard, and this was out on November 19th, 2016, and updated on November 20th. A Louisville television station is reporting Tommy Ballard was shot in the chest, not in the back as previously believed. WHAS 11 in Louisville reported that Nelson County Coroner Field Hewlin said Ballard was shot in the chest and the bullet exited his back. He was shot once. An autopsy was scheduled on Sunday. Two separate sources close to the investigation are confirming the shooting of Tommy Ballard early Saturday morning is considered a possible homicide. Kentucky State Police have not released any details since a press conference at around 3 p.m. KSP Public Information Officer Jeff Gregory said the agency is still calling it a death investigation. According to sources who were not authorized to speak publicly about the investigation, Ballard's weapon was not fired. A source close to the family said Ballard was shot in the back, possibly through the heart, but we know that was incorrect. It was the reverse. He was shot in the
So,
chest through the heart.
so what was it? What month was he shot in? Was he killed in?
In the November
So that I mean, was it hunting? Was it
2016.
hunting season that they're out there with guns? Has to
Yeah,
be hunting season.
yeah, with his 12-year-old grandson,
Okay,
Crystal's
yeah.
son, they were out shooting. And
Shooting for
this,
deer, game,
oh,
or were they just shooting?
oh well, he didn't
I'm
actually.
I'm gonna
It
check
just,
the hunting season there. Okay.
okay, it just says they're out hunting. Ballard was with his grandson, who two sources said was unarmed. Reportedly, the two were preparing to go out hunting when the grandson returned to the vehicle they arrived in and heard the gunshot. Ballard was
There
waiting
you
in the
go.
field for him to return when he was shot. Tommy Ballard, 54, father of missing Crystal Rogers, was shot and killed. Oh, how sad for the family.
I never knew that her
Mm,
father was shot and killed.
mm,
I wonder if it's the one that they're talking about that wanted everyone to stop talking about the case.
quite possibly. Quite
I
possibly.
think we should run a background check on him.
On Brooks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
That poor family. Crystal got missing in July 2015. Then in November 2016, her father gets shot and killed. Shot through the heart. Somebody has got to be a
Shot through
pretty
the
good shot
heart.
to um to get
Yeah,
somebody
and
like
I'm
that.
sure it probably had a scope and a laser, and they were probably out there waiting for him
Uh,
because that's just too much of a coincidence as far as I am concerned.
Uh, that's terrible. Oh, and there's
So
more, Ma. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this family has really gone through the ringer. Crystal's sister, Sherry. Oh, he's sorry. Tommy's sister, Sherry, also went missing. She was last
share
seen
it,
in
share
19.
it, share it, share it. I gotta
It's
see.
on the screen. It's on the screen. Let me make
No,
it
it's
bigger.
not. Hang on. There
Oh,
it
I
is.
was. Did you take? Did you take me off?
Stop trying to confuse me. I know that you're flying over here on the Concorde that's not even flying anymore to try to steal my baby tomorrow. So don't even think about your. Ross can't have my ferret. They're illegal in Australia.
They are. Oh, well, only in
Well,
Queensland.
Queensland.
Yeah. Um, Tommy Ballard's sister Sherry was last seen in 1979 when she was
What's
19
that,
years old.
Kaz? What's that, Kaz? Nana, there's a girl in the community that we know, Caslin. Caslin was actually friends with Crystal Tucker. Nana, do you talk to her behind the scenes that maybe she can talk to us and come up and tell us about Crystal? I would love that. All right, go ahead, babe.
Shredder said, Ma, get a hold of your mic, honey. You keep knocking your mic. It's making a racket. Um, Tommy's sister Sherry was last seen in 1979 when she was 19 years old and 7 months pregnant. Her remains were found 3 years later, and her estranged husband was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment for a murder. I mean, God blimey, how much sadness can happen in one family?
Who was put away for murder?
Tommy's sister's husband. So Tommy's sister Sherry went missing in 1979 when she was 19
Okay,
years
so his
old, and
brother-in-law.
his brother-in-law. Yeah, that is
Damn.
so darn sad. I mean, how much can one family endure?
I mean, that's like a curse,
Oh my godfather! But I'm definitely going to do a check on that blinking Brooks dude.
right? All right, let's start back in the beginning. Let's go back to 2018. This was the one I wanted to see, but let me see something. Didn't they have video? Brooks Hook, Crystal Rogers last seen July 3rd. Okay, I'm confused. She plays games on her phone. Okay, you read all this. But I thought she was the one that went to the bar.
No,
And she was last seen with surveillance leaving with someone at the bar or something.
no. She
So
was
who is
home.
that?
I have no idea.
She was like a mother of five and she went to the country bar or something and they see her leaving on surveillance camera
No,
and some guys were talking to her.
mm-mm. Different person.
Huh. Okay, let's get into the newest search though. The FBI back on the farm. You think they're going to find anything?
Well, I mean, Brooks's grandfather could have shifted stuff. I mean, it's been like 7 years.
So there's three searches that have gone on. This one was the 17th of October this month. The FBI are back out. Let's see what they have to say.
It's been almost
Aflac. Maybe I should name my ferret Aflac. I'm only kidding.
Connected to the family.
of Rogers' ex-boyfriend, Brooks Howe.
And this is the latest search by the FBI for the missing mom.
background.
WLKY's Alexis Matthews has been at that scene all day. She joins us live from Bardstown with the new developments. Alexis?
For the most part, they've been working about a minute down.
Well, Jennifer, Rick, this is not the first time that the property here on Pascal Ballard Lane has been searched as it relates to Crystal Rogers' disappearance. But Rogers' mother says she's thankful that the FBI is taking another look, and she hopes it leads to some answers. On Monday, the FBI conducted a search on land owned by the family of Brooks Howe, Crystal Rogers' ex-boyfriend. Authorities named him a main suspect in Rogers' 2015 disappearance, but he was never formally charged. Rogers' mother, Sherry Ballard, hopes this go-round any clues recovered will lead to her daughter's whereabouts.
I'm just praying God is giving me the answers today or tomorrow or whenever it takes. And I'm happy that they're back on that farm. I've never felt satisfied with that farm.
The property has been searched multiple times, even by Ballard herself. But she says the property makes her uneasy because not only did Rogers frequent there.
My daughter was always at that farm. They would go over there and take her little boy and the other kids, and they would roast marshmallows and hot dogs and stuff on that farm.
But it's believed to be the last place the mother of 5 was before she went missing.
I guess as a mom, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, gosh, could she still be there?
Federal agents set up a tent on the farm Monday and were seen taking items out of a barn. The ground search was coupled with an aerial search, drones to get views of the property from above, and the FBI says they also plan to fly a plane over.
Everything they do is a blessing to me because it may take me one step closer to finding my daughter.
With each search for Rogers in the past 7 years, Ballard says it always gives her mixed emotions, but she holds on to her faith and her family, including Rogers' 2 daughters seen here, that justice will be served.
These searches are hard. They're very difficult for me, but I just have to get through them. I have to do it for my husband and my daughter.
Now, right now, we don't know if the FBI will be back and resume their search tomorrow, but a search of properties linked to House last year lasted several days, so it's likely. Live here in Bardstown, I'm Alexis Matthews, WLKY News.
That's interesting that they're back on the farm.
Yeah.
But they said that they found things of interest back in 2007.
Yeah.
So what took them so long to get back to the farm?
I don't think it was enough. What they found wasn't enough.
Okay, so this is day 2, which was October 19th, 2022. Let's see what happened on day 2.
For 11 years, I have trusted Brian.
I've had a look at Brooks. He's got some criminal traffic, but that's about all.
Just
$80.
In Bardstown, looking for evidence to find out what happened to Crystal Rogers. Today is the 3rd day federal agents have searched a Bardstown property connected to Rogers' ex-boyfriend, Brooks Howe.
And it is the last known place this mother of 5 was seen before she vanished. Since the FBI has not revealed what, if anything, they found, WLKY's Alexis Matthews talked with experts about what this could mean for this case.
Behind this roadblock, the search scene stretches for miles on the 200-acre property, but FBI tells me they're only focusing on certain areas without specifying what those are. While the FBI is still not detailing their operations on Houck Family Farm as they investigate the disappearance of Crystal Rogers, crime scene experts call the setup intense. There are dozens of investigators, a tent acting as a central hub, various technology like drones being used, along with cadaver dogs and excavation equipment.
They would put that much manpower and equipment into service on that site because they feel there's a good chance they can find what they need.
Michael Lazavio, an associate professor of criminal justice at U of L, says the FBI executing another search for the missing mom and securing a search warrant from a judge could mean they believe there's solid evidence there.
This is a missing person, and they don't know what happened. I would imagine that they suspect this unfortunate woman was killed. You need to have a body to help really build the case. It's not absolutely essential, but it's very important.
Lazavio says Rogers' remains or a weapon with her DNA being found could be a strong developer in the case, adding to other evidence the FBI possibly has.
That can help really refine your case and ideally push it far enough along that you're confident doing prosecution.
And ultimately leading to answers Rogers' family has waited years to hear.
Given that this involves the mother of 5 children, they really want to solve this case. They want to know what happened.
In Bardstown, Alexis Matthews, WLKY News.
And
I think they might be onto something.
Yeah, well, to get a search warrant, they'd have to have something to show a judge that they've got, probable cause.
And here's the last day. Which did I just play? Did we play 3? No, this is the last one, the 20th. Did I just play this one? Let me see.
Many people never realize as they go.
How many videos did I play, Kaz?
Back in Bardstown for another day of searching in connection to the disappearance of Crystal Rogers. Agents have been searching areas of a 200-acre farm in Bardstown all week. It's the last place the mother was seen alive 7 years ago. Agents have used drones, cadaver dogs, and excavation equipment during the search.
Yeah, that wasn't the one. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Mo, that guy didn't kill her and drive far. Yeah, he is a big boy. 219 pounds, actually.
All right, this is the last one I want to watch on Crystal. I don't get it. I mean, I cannot believe it's 7 years. Like, where are the years going? And just like Abby and Libby, like, I still cannot believe they have not found the bridge man.
Yeah, well, they found some evidence, apparently, when they did the river searches.
Keegan Klein. I don't think he could have made it across the bridge.
Loving the place.
Thanks. Nice, right?
But what's with all the creepy characters?
Oh, that? It's just mascot.
Exactly what we know about the search today. Agents first got on the farm around 7:30 this morning. It was dozens of law enforcement officials. They even brought out a mobile command center, and we know they are executing a new search warrant. You have to have new evidence to come back on this farm, a farm they have been on many times before. Beyond this roadblock, we were able to get a look at what they're doing. We can see them working with heavy machinery, with equipment, even ladders, searching through barns and woods and ponds. They say this is in connection to the missing persons case. We also talked to Sherry Ballard today, who says the community support that she has received can be almost overwhelming, but it is so helpful when she's going through all of this.
Without the support of this community backing me, I could not be where I'm at today. It's nice to know that people feel what I feel in my heart, and that they really do support me on that.
The FBI announced they were taking the lead in Crystal Rogers' case back in July of 2020, 2 years ago. Since then, they have served more than 9 federal search warrants. They have interviewed more than 100 people. They have dug up driveways. They have collected items of interest. We know so much has happened. We put it all together for you guys in a quick timeline so you can see exactly where this investigation stands today.
Hey, Lilith, love.
Swarms of federal agents ascended on Bardstown, carrying boxes of evidence from Brooks Houck's house, documents and keys among the items seized. He was home at the time of the search. Nearby, his brother Nick Houck's home was also under search. Dogs sniffing his truck, guns collected from inside his home and removed from the property. 9 miles away, the family farm also a point of investigation. Neighbors told our crews the federal agents were a welcome sight.
I'm so happy it's finally happening. We need them here.
You know, for the past year, we've had a number of agents that have been working nonstop on this case. And of course, that's all been behind the scenes. Now it's in the open.
Later that month, Crystal's storage unit was searched for the very first time, and her car was collected as evidence. Crystal's mom had been storing it after finding it abandoned on the side of the Bluegrass Parkway with her keys, phone, and purse inside. All of the activity made the family hopeful they could soon see an arrest.
So the police didn't take the car like they left Dylan's truck at the grain shed? What?
Apparently.
That is just so, oh gosh.
But that didn't happen. We didn't hear from the FBI again until about a year later, when they worked with the Nelson County Sheriff's Office to restrict access to a Bardstown neighborhood, narrowing in on a driveway with ties to Brooks Houck.
I'm getting goosebumps. And at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't matter who solves it as long as it gets solved.
For 7 days, evidence analysts worked alongside federal agents to dig up a driveway piece by piece, hauling away the concrete, eventually revealing they had seized items of evidence and sent them to the FBI evidence lab in Quantico, Virginia. They never told us what they found, but they did tell Crystal's mom, Sherry Ballard.
Yes, ma'am. I was told the day that they found it, and it was a very hard time for me because what they found could very well be evidence that they needed.
And now the search for clues continues. FBI agents back in Bardstown once again focused on a property, the property long considered the last place Crystal Rogers was seen alive.
See, once again, law enforcement not taking the car for a forensic. Shame on them, shame on them, shame on them.
Right? That's a long time. And then they don't hear for a year. But obviously, maybe they got a tip. Maybe, I mean, they're back there in full force. And I pray they do find her just to give her mom some closure. All right. Well, that's all I have on Crystal.
Now,
Little Serenity.
Yes.
This is upsetting. Like, I just want to punch her mother in the throat.
This is horrendous.
The medical examiner report released on Little Serenity, and then we have a video of her biological father and what he has to say.
Now, guys, I am going to read the medical examiner's report. So, for those who don't want to listen,
trigger warning.
It is upsetting. It is heartbreaking. I will share my screen. Before Marcia shares your screen, Kaz, I'm going to share my screen.
You can't share that?
I am. See, before Mark tells me to, I'm going to.
Oh, no. Go ahead. You share it. Yeah.
I am. Okay.
Yeah, trigger warning, guys. This is a little 4-year-old girl that was not found in a pleasant way. So you guys that have not heard yet, this is very, very disturbing.
Okay. You ready? Well, you can't be ready for this.
Hey, Juju Positive. And 1 second, Kaz. Someone else came in. Hey, Leslie P. Oh, wait. Leslie P., I want to show you before we end the live. Remind me to show the baby one more time so Leslie can see her.
We'll show it. Do you want to show it now before I start reading this, or do you want to
Yeah,
show
let
it
me show
after
it.
I've read?
Let me show it real quick.
Okay.
All right, Leslie, I pick her up tomorrow. And since Leslie's part of her little thing, there she is, Leslie. She cute. Look how cute she is. Ah, okay. Hey, Sassy Naz. Yeah, I pick her up tomorrow. Okay, there we go. Back to this horrible story of this little baby boy.
Now, I'm not going to make this screen big, because it's bad enough in reading it. All right, this is from the Kentucky Justice and Public Safety Cabinet, the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, final diagnosis of Serenity McKinney. 1. Homicide by undetermined means. Fracture of right radius, fracture of right femur. Per coroner report and police, 4-year-old female found partially skeletonized, wrapped in plastic within a suitcase. The suitcase was filled with sand-like substance. Decedent was last seen alive by her grandmother in December 2020. Decedent was subsequently reported missing in February 2022. Again, that's a big time lapse. Per investigators, minimal history surrounding circumstances of death provided by parents. No definite lethal trauma. Marked decomposition and partial skeletonization. Identification was via DNA analysis. Post-mortem skeleton muscle toxicologic analysis negative for tested drugs or of abuse and alcohol. I'm sorry, I'm getting myself tongue-tied here. Opinion. The cause of death in this 4-year-old girl, Serenity McKinney, is undetermined. However, the circumstances with which the body was found, along with the information provided by the coroner, the investigating officers indicate a homicide manner of death. However, marked decomposition of the body precludes identification of the cause of death.
I mean, they wrapped her in plastic. I mean, I just can't even, I don't understand people.
So on here it says immediate cause of death is undetermined. The manner of death they've definitely classified it as a homicide because of the way the body of poor Serenity McKinney was found. I'm not going to go into how the body was because I don't think unless you want me to, Ma.
I want to hear. I mean, I kind of want to hear how it was. I mean, is it like details with the skin falling off?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
It's pretty detailed. I mean, if you want me to read it, I will, but it is.
Who wants her to read the details on the baby's body?
Can I get a consensus from the chat, please?
Yeah, we're waiting for you guys if you want to hear what condition this poor little baby was. And to think that her mother was pregnant at the time she was in court at 7 months pregnant. Trying to think what, I think it was the one in February. No one, I don't think they want to hear it.
I don't.
But
Okay. That's fine by me too, because I don't particularly want to read it. Like I said before, she had fractures. I've already stated that. Let me just see. Yeah, Juju, yes, it is pretty bad when we're all into true crime and we don't want to hear it. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that we.
I don't think Serenity. No, Serenity looks just like her mother. I don't think Serenity was adopted.
Yeah. I mean, some of these details are quite horrific. And all I can see is a child. I'm visualizing this child, and I don't want to visualize anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that in my head either.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, says Inez, she has had another child.
Yeah, she was. I mean, the baby's got to be little.
If you
okay, wait, this is interesting.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Mark. If you do want to read it privately, just let me know, and I will send me an email to monkiemartruecrime@gmail.com, and I will send it to you. But it is graphic. Chisme, if you want me to send it to you, let me know, love.
So this, I didn't see this before, but family members of Serenity say CPS needs to be held accountable for what they did as we wait for the autopsy results, which we just got. We can go through the newly released dispatch calls. What is this? Asking for welfare checks.
More than a month since 4-year-old Serenity McKinney was found in a densely wooded area near the Jefferson-Bullitt County line. Family tells us the child was last seen December 2020 and last heard on the phone June of 2021.
Serenity's mother, Catherine Abby McKinney, and the mother's boyfriend, Dakota Hill, have been charged in the young girl's murder, and we are still waiting on autopsy reports to reveal what happened to Serenity. As Serenity McKinney's family mourns the young girl, new records our focus team received gives us a deeper glimpse into her disappearance and the failed attempts to find the 4-year-old.
That's right. 2 weeks ago, I reported on the concerns from Serenity's family, and they don't believe Kentucky's Child Protective Services did enough for the little girl's safety. I highlighted my request for more transparency in this case, and since then, I received recordings of calls an aunt made to Louisville Dispatch asking for police to check on the little girl's well-being. However, those recordings have created more questions than answers.
How would I go about getting a welfare check on a child?
6 calls in 3 days from the aunt of young Serenity McKinney to authorities worried about the 4-year-old's safety. In those calls between June 26th and 28th of last year, you can hear.
You know what? That pisses me off. You want to know why? Because I'm going to play the mom, the grandma, after. The grandma did not even go looking for this baby for a year after Abby cut communications off. Really? A year? Who does that sound like?
Yeah.
Get out of here with that shit. And here's the aunt with the calls to CPS. Well, if you called 6 times, why didn't you get in the car or call around the police department and find out where the kid was? No.
Hear how the aunt's questions turn to emotional pleas.
The mother refuses to let us see or even hear her on the phone. We're all very concerned for her safety. Did you contact Child Protective Services? I haven't yet. I wanted to try to make contact to get a physical. I wanted a police officer to physically see the child to just have proof of life at this point. I understand, but all they can do is knock on the door. If they don't answer, there's nothing they can do.
There were 2 requests for police to lay eyes on Serenity. However, with these call recordings, Louisville police redacted much of the conversation with white noise. So in this June 26th call, it's impossible to know exactly what the aunt was alleging.
It's a long story, but nobody has seen or talked to her in 6 months. Nobody. She refuses to let anybody talk to her, see her, anything because of the controlling boyfriend that she has. And we don't even know what's going on. And I know, and I just want to make sure this baby's okay.
After that call and over the 3 days, the aunt called back for updates, and each time the response was,
Okay, it looks like they did not get an answer at the door.
So what are police required to do on welfare checks? Well, we went through LMPD's standard operating procedures, and there doesn't appear to be any specific guidance on what to do if a child is never seen. But according to their policies mandated by state law, if an officer suspects any kind of child abuse going on, that officer is required to report it within the department, and that must be relayed to CPS. At this point, we haven't been granted access to those files and don't know whether those reports were ever made.
Mara, I'd like to show some photos of Serenity, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. But can you believe that 6 months and you're just making phone calls? It reminds me of Harmony Montgomery's mother. Get your ass out there and drive and figure out where the kid is. No excuse for that.
So here's some photos of Serenity. Look at that smile. Look at that. And there's a mother. Oh, whoops, too fast, sorry. That is the boyfriend. There's a playing with a doll, blowing bubbles. She's such a cute kid.
And it's funny that the aunt did say that this boyfriend right here, Dakota, is very controlling. Oh, look at there's Harmony. Yeah, I have a video of them in court, but they're just standing together. But this, I think, is Grandma talking. I think this is where the grandma's talking. Hopefully.
We do begin with that breaking news tonight at 5. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. Shane McAllister's in Bardstown. We'll be joining Shane in just a couple of minutes. But first at 5, breaking news in the case of Serenity McKinney, little girl from Shelbyville,
Maybe
Kentucky.
not.
The medical examiner's report is now public, detailing just how the missing 4-year-old was found skeletonized, wrapped in plastic, and stuffed into a suitcase. Here's a closer look at the timeline of what we know happened to Serenity. Her grandparents saying they last saw her in December. The following year, they talked to her on the phone and told us Child Protective Services was involved in checking on her, welfare checks. Then, late last year, all communication was cut off between the family and Serenity's mother. Shortly afterwards, police arrested her and her mother's boyfriend for custodial interference. And then on Friday, the 18th of February, the heartbreaking discovery and charges of murder. The state is leading this investigation, but has never released the cause of death until now. But first, we do want to let you know that as we continue with this story, the details are very disturbing. WHS 11's Taylor Woods is joining us in our newsroom now. And Taylor, what did the medical examiner say about how Serenity died?
Well, Doug, first, her death has been ruled a homicide. The autopsy report for Serenity McKinney reveals the suitcase she was found in was filled with sand and that she was deceased for some time. The report goes on to say McKinney had a fracture on her right arm and thigh bone. There were also parts of her remains that investigators could not find, and investigators were forced to identify Serenity by a dental analysis. Now, right now, the exact cause of her death is still unknown, and we talked to Serenity's grandmother, Melody Roller, and in a statement, she said, quote, "I want people to remember her by her beautiful smile and not."
Wait, I have a problem with that. Did I hear that part of her body was not found?
Yes.
How is that possible if she was wrapped in plastic and put in a suitcase?
I'm not going down that path, Mel.
What in the entire F did I just listen to? No, I'm going down there for a second. Okay. The baby dies. Accident. Obviously, she's got fractures in multiple places, so obviously she was getting beat on like a little rag doll. I can't stand these parents. But then this woman just said that the coroner said, I can't even believe what I can't even wrap my mind. That part of her body was missing. Hang on, I got to go back, Kaz. I'm sorry. Plug your ears. I got to hear this again.
And she said, quote, "I want people to remember her by her investigators could not find, and investigators were forced to say McKinney had a fracture on her right arm and thigh bone. There were also parts of her remains that investigators could not find, and investigators were forced to identify Serenity by a dental analysis.
Oh, no.
Now, right now, the exact cause of her death is still unknown, and we talked to Serenity's grandmother, Melody Roller, and in a statement, she said, quote, "I want people to remember her by her beautiful smile and not what these monsters did to her." In the newsroom, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11, on your side.
Thank you very much, Taylor. Serenity's
look at
mother,
her.
Catherine Abby McKinney, and her boyfriend, Dakota
Look,
Hill,
all
have been
I tell you, Mel,
court in this case.
all I tell you,
The next
Mel,
time they're expected to be in court.
Huh?
all I will say is not all of her skull was there, all right?
So it's in that report, so you can answer the fact that you're saying that I can't. Did you really just say that?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, whatever happened and whatever parts were missing before she was wrapped in plastic and put in that suitcase. And I never knew these details. And look at these two monsters in the courthouse. Look at these two.
Will be January 30th,
Look
a
at
day before their trial date on the 31st. We do begin with that breaking news tonight at 5.
This is like a marathon. Okay. I can't. Kaz, do you want to simply so is that the only part of her that was missing? Is part of her skull?
Yeah, because I don't think she was totally wrapped. I don't think it went all the way over her head. It's only got up to the floor.
Yeah, but if she was in a suit.
Yeah, but there was sand in.
Husband's like, put on your AirPods. I can't handle this.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, Kaz, is that Kaz is faster at searching for me. Can we maybe find the day that they actually found that suitcase in the woods?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and start her father's video, her biological father. And I really don't want, I'm going to try not to talk in the middle of this. I want it to play out at 7 minutes. I'll see if I can speed it up, but it's just, I mean, and then I'm going to show you two pictures. I'm starting to wonder if if Serenity's mom started using meth, because there's pictures of her and Serenity and him, and he's not a bad looking guy, where they look normal, happy, young family. But then, like her recent mugshots, she's just kind of looking like she's going to start getting Cocoa Puffs. Maybe that they started doing drugs. I don't know, but this is the biological father.
Loving the place.
Thanks. Nice.
I've been getting crazy copyright strikes on these little ads.
February 18th, 2022.
So honestly, one of the hardest questions I've been asked as of lately. Right now, the only thing keeping me going is just the fact that not everybody's behind bars per se, as I'd like to say. I'll allow my time to grieve at that moment that I know that everybody is held accountable that had a part in this.
Can you tell me a little bit about Serenity? She seems like such a bright light, but describe her personality, what you loved about her.
Well, my favorite thing was just her mean mug right out the gate. I love that because she just like anytime she was nervous about somebody or something, she just give them that look, and I always loved that about her. But overall, she was just really bright and outgoing. You could tell that there's a heck of a future ahead of her.
I like her little
Just
mean face smiles with the
breathtaking.
eyebrows all crinkled up.
What was going through your mind when you first saw her when she was born?
Me and her were the only two people in the world. My grandma used to tell me the same thing, like she said when she held me the first time, that it was like everything else in the world just disappeared with me and her, and I never knew what she meant by that up until that moment that I got to experience. Just true love.
And what happens now? What are you guys doing now to keep her memory alive?
We're gonna have a vigil this Sunday, and as I've made a post online, anybody is encouraged to come because I'm trying to let my baby girl know that we know she's in heaven.
You mentioned about being grateful to all of the people who tried to help.
Most
I'm gonna reach out to him,
the
Kat.
community, like I really do appreciate it because I'm all the way down there in Florida and I'm restricted, like at a high level of my being able to be here wise. And I do want to thank my family first and foremost, and the immediate family, because they were up here working night and day. And I'm even going to give credit to the sheriff's department because they did an excellent job with their police work.
We had talked a couple weeks ago, and you said, you trusted Abby.
I did.
So what was it like finding out Friday or Saturday?
I collapsed and I couldn't move, if that says anything. I literally couldn't move.
This is heartbreaking.
My job is an incredible job, and they helped me out tremendously during this as well because I did nothing, but I was in the middle of my shift and I just collapsed. And it's not a feeling I've ever felt before in my life.
What's your favorite memory of Serenity?
Anytime that I would be with her, she'd constantly grab my hand. Like I'd always have a keychain with the Lord's Prayer on it, and she would never let it go. I always sit right next to her every time. Never let my hand go.
Is there anything looking back that you would want her to know?
I wish I could have been there more. That's the main thing. But now my chances is taken away, and I was working so hard.
Oh my gosh, Kaz.
I was working so hard.
Trying to get back to her?
Yes, put her in my life again because I wanted that. I was not going to let my child grow up without a dad. It was not happening. It wasn't. And I moved away from everything that I knew here in Louisville. I moved away from it for that reason exactly. And I got away from it and I stayed away from it no matter what, no matter how much I wanted to come back, no matter what. I stayed away and I wanted to get on my feet. And that's exactly what I've been doing. But now, not only did she get robbed of a life, but I got robbed of my chance to be able to be an actual dad. And that is not cool.
Why is it important to you now to talk? And
I've got to take a breath from my I can't watch anymore.
Because justice hasn't always been served. And that is the main thing. That is my main goal out of anything. I'm not gonna rest. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna keep pushing until justice for my baby girl is served up. And if there is a death penalty, whatever anybody played role in, I want to push for that, and I will be behind it 100% to the best I can. Because this is a living nightmare.
And justice to you is what?
The right people being held fully accountable, not just the two people behind bars.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you wanted to talk about?
I just want to ask you what having the support of all this family around right now, how much does that mean to you?
It means a whole lot. It's the most important thing that anybody could have right now, and I'm lucky to have it. God's blessed me, and He'll continue to bless me and my family. Especially now, we got an angel up there. It's the most beautiful angel ever.
Are these some of your favorite photos of her?
Yeah.
Can you just kind of show them and kind of just, is that the mean mug with you
Yeah,
talking
that's the
about?
mean mug. And then I was actually in Owensboro for this one. This was when she was newborn.
Oh my gosh. Her hair changed.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you able to?
And this is right outside.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Chunky Monkey. And that one's my favorite.
Where's that?
That's at Golden Corral.
Oh.
I remember doing that face, and she just looked at me like, "What are you doing?" Like,
It seems like she just kind of, as most babies do, idolized you.
Oh.
She's just staring at you.
okay.
Woo. My gosh. Oh, that poor father. I don't know, Mo. I guess it's just always the what ifs, right? But it does say Kentucky's current death penalty statute has been in place since 1976, and it does allow for the death penalty in certain circumstances, but its use isn't common. According to the Death Penalty Information Center, Kentucky has not executed a death row inmate since 2008. Well, I think that we should go ahead and give these to that little DP. Just poor baby.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. Woo! I think that's the only updates on her, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to continue to watch the FBI out there because I have a feeling they're going to be back tomorrow. Unless they take the weekend off. Let's check real fast, Kaz. Let's open up the Twitter on little. Yeah, let's talk about little Quentin for a minute, okay? We can do 10 more minutes. Yeah, we're gonna stay up to date with both of these cases, guys. How do you guys feel about all this protesting going on in the Quentin case? I'm gonna open up the Twitter feed.
Oh, you done it? Okay.
I'm almost a little like, I think somebody's gonna get hurt. What do you think?
Well, in some respects, it's getting a wee bit out of hand. The reason I'm saying this is because, the friends of Billy Joe's, are saying one thing. Well, one of Billy Joe's friends came out on Twitter and said, "Look, I took her out to dinner, and we had a quiet dinner." Well, we know that's not entirely true. Somebody at the bar said they racked up a $300 bar tab, but what's also on Twitter at the moment, they said that Not Billy Joe, sorry, Leilani is concerned, as she should be, that she about her probation that she has in Carolina, because she was a naughty girl and stole from her previous employer, and part of her plea deal was that when she was on probation, that she wouldn't.
Wait. Did they one? Yes, Juju. Bullhorn Betty was out there, Dolly. But look at. This is an hour ago. Did Bullhorn Betty get arrested?
Oh, please, yes, please. Oh, if only.
Protester. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Oh, we got to pull up the county, Chatham County, and see if anyone's been booked in. Are you kidding me? Look.
Yes, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get home to my kids.
Yes, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get home to my kids.
Yes, I got you. Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Is that the only video? So who got arrested?
Now you got me looking.
So this right here says Leilani was careful enough to de-escalate situation with Ellie during service call. She didn't want to violate probation.
Mm-hmm.
The felony in probation is due to weird law. She stole 20 worth of cigs, popcorn, and a drink. That's a huge leap to murder, in my opinion. So protesters are getting arrested. Wow.
I mean, they were pushing the envelope as they did in the Gabby Petito. And the police officers, were coming out and they were saying, we're trying to be nice.
Oh wow, look at this, guys. Let's see what this is real quick. This is another baby that was put in a dumpster in the process of something about finding it. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while, I think.
Good afternoon. So from the beginning of this case, January 5th,
You can find
Ms.
anything,
Foster
Kat.
was reported missing by her mom at East Point. The next day on January 6th, the mother also made a report with the Detroit Police Department. We began investigating along with East Point, and on January 19th, once it was determined, May 31st was when we removed the first 20 feet. June 15th is when we actually started taking
Oh
the
wow.
equipment supplies. This pictures here is going to show the initial staging and setup area where we had approximately 50 people every day when we started on June 15th from the searching.
Yeah, sounds pretty complicated.
May 31st was when we removed the first 20 feet. June 15th is when we actually started taking the debris from the lower levels that we had obtained and brought it to the search deck. We went into phase 3. I believe you discussed this already, and then into phase 4. You can skip. Next.
Yeah, so it's definitely
So this
work to
area.
get.
From there, we began at phase 3. Phase 3, we did not bring the material to the search deck. We basically had our team.
Yeah, I can't watch that, but that's going to yeah, they're just explaining how intense the procedure is as far as digging through the site. Let's go back to Twitter. So somebody got arrested.
Yeah, nobody's actually put any names up there though. I just had a look.
We're gonna have to go to the Chatham County login report right now and see who's got booked.
Well, that's your neck of the woods.
Let me see. It's Chatham County, right?
Correct.
Let's see if we can find anything.
I'm going to have to head off
hours.
to sweat up.
All right, let me see one thing. Hang on, Cass. I'm going to. I just want to see if we can actually see a list. I'm not gonna. County jail bookings for the past 24 hours. Zachary Burke, Terry Lynch, John Moore, Yasmin Moore, Kevin Pinkney, and I don't know Bullhorn, Betty's real name, so I'm not trying to dox anyone. Karen Powell, Ecker Powell, possession, Jamal, probation violation, state custody. Wait, let me just go back to the one page and see if it says anything disturbing the peace. Probation violation. Probation violation. Criminal trespass.
Ooh.
This could be one. Arrested today.
Pop that in private chat, darling, so I can see who it is.
All right, hang on. Let me see what this one is real quick. Criminal trespass. Oh, I found the couple. Hang on, guys. So this is the first one. Look at, we got them digging with us, guys. And then we've got a Yasmin Moore.
Oh, husband and wife. I think I know who these are. I heard them going off.
And family violence. And I think these are the two that got arrested because the other ones are financial transaction fraud. And here's the last one. Well, I want to know who they are. If you're going to put yourself out there and do crazy stuff and get arrested, well, then it's open game. And what is this thing from Quentin's grandma? Oh, let's watch this real quick. Yeah, those are the two that were out there. And Kaz is probably, her little fingers are probably going so fast. Let's look at this one message from grandma. See if we can find these ones that got arrested. Grandma, hi, Grandma. What do you got to say in this 15 seconds, lady? She farted.
Really?
Are you kidding me? Oh, hang on a second. Wait. That's almost as bad as what I said on the panel, on someone's panel. We weren't even there. So, oh, it's from. Okay, never mind. What, Juju? What merch? Oh, speaking of that, let me take this thing off of the nightbot. I opened it and never took it off. All right, it's disabled. The birthday thing, Kaz, you forgot to remind me, but now I took it off.
Oh, okay. I thought I had already done it.
Yeah, I don't need any more birthday. I got my little ferret. I pick her up tomorrow. So did you find out who these trespassers are?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. There we go.
Does anyone recognize the trespass? I'm sorry, I don't think that's doxing. If you're out trespassing and you get arrested, then it's everyone's, right? It's for both of us to know. Yasmin Moore, and it looks like John Moore, Damari, and Yasmin Philly. Trespassing, family violence. And this one, and the boy got criminal trespass with simple assault. Huh.
7, 8, 24.
Yep. Yep. And they've both been arrested today. That can't be a coincidence, right, guys? We got 2 people arrested for trespassing, and I know somebody got egged today. I don't mind if people go out and protest, and that's great, but this screaming, and especially when that little baby was in the lady's arms and you're screaming like that, but that stuff is just bothers me. Very distasteful in my opinion, but that's my opinion. They're free to do what they want to do. I don't give a shit what they do. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, someone got egged. Bullhorn Betty
I've
live.
got Yasmin.
So who are these people?
All right, hang on. My computer's
I
very
don't
slow.
have background it checks like where do they live, and they're probably
It's raining buckets here. Buckets. Buckets and buckets.
right, Juju. It's crazy. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, and I really hope this does not happen. But some of these people, one day, somebody is going to show up at one of these meet and greets or these protesting situations, and they are going to beat one of these people. It's not going to be pretty. Someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah. Well, Yasmin is she's only young. Jeez. Both of these are the young ones. Because one
Yeah,
was
you don't have
born
to knock somebody.
one's 20, yeah, one's 21 and one's 18. John's,
Yeah, they're babies.
yeah, Yasmin's 18, John's 21. I have seen them on the live, so then there's nothing coming up for them.
All right, so that's who was arrested, Yasmin and John. So if you see them on the Bullhorn Betty, I think that might have been the girl that got egged, actually, Yasmin, if I'm not mistaken, from her live earlier today when she was out there. Oh, they were screaming. I mean, screaming.
Oh, no. It's definitely not Bullhorn Betty.
Yeah, she's not. She didn't get. It's Yasmin and John Moore.
Yeah, it's
18.
Andrew Griffin. Yeah, I know who Bullhorn Betty's real name is.
Yeah, those two were the ones that were arrested for the trespassing and a little bit of violence. I guess we're gonna have to go watch the end of Bullhorn Betty's live to see if
Oh. Mars, not talking.
I'm listening to you.
Oh, I went, oh no, I'm watching Bullhorn Betty.
Yeah, but something had to have happened. Maybe she's got it on film when they got arrested. I don't know.
No probability. Who knows? Who
But
knows?
the bond is at $0.
Yeah, true, Sassinaz. We would have heard. We would have.
Yeah, I don't think it was Bullhorn.
Nah.
I'm sure if anyone had it on camera, it's got to be out there on a clip channel or something. If you guys want to probably find it, but
oh heck yeah.
Personally, I'm not interested.
Me neither.
All right.
All right. Well.
Wait. Did you hear about the 16-year-old twins that escaped from their laundry room? No, I did not.
What?
Oh my God. I'm going to look into that, Juju.
Oh, crikey.
Jesus God. Ugh. I was going to do an off the beaten path video on this guy that killed this girl and put her head on a stick. And then I thought, oh God, I couldn't do it. I could not even get through the article. I was like, nope, can't do it. I was like, oh, I was even looking at a video and I was gagging from the words, like that Facebook guy that was selling the body parts. Oh, everyone, thank you for coming in. Oh, let me share my baby one more time.
Here we go.
I just can't wait to show her, bring her on camera.
I know.
Here's the new baby, guys. And she was fixed is the reason why she's got that scar on her belly. And she's had her first shots and she's been descented. Look at her little face. And she's got like a little heart on her little nose. She's a cutie. Look at that little thing. It's like a little stuffed animal. Oh, Trisha, who the owner of Web Sleuths. Oh, okay. I never go into Web Sleuths. I'm busy though. All right, Kaz, thank you. I love you, Kazaroo.
I love you, Marcy. Ooh.
Oh, everyone knows my real name, Kaz. Everyone, thank you for coming in. Keep your babies safe and stay vigilant. There's nothing secret about me. I mean, I'm boring. I told you guys the story. I've been in a bank robbery and I spent a week in jail over 20 years ago.
I never called you your real name on the live, though.
I think I'm going to show my mugshot one day. Actually, my mugshot's really pretty because I was arrested at work at the hair salon on a Saturday. And I remember my client said to the cop, "Who's going to finish doing my hair color?" And the cop said, "Not her." I couldn't believe they handcuffed me and put me in the back of the car. I was like, "Where's the hidden cameras? This has got to be a joke." And it was not a joke when I showed up at the Coconut Creek Police Department. So
that's bad.
I'll tell you guys that story one day, maybe, and we'll figure it out. Anyways, guys, stay vigilant. There's a lot of creeps out here.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.
Good night.
Night. Ciao, everybody.
Good night.
Sleep tight.